I told you guys initially I wasn't going to be uploading a video tonight, but here I am because I wanted to talk about this game. What a phenomenal performance from the Toronto Maple Leafs and Joseph Woll in this one. Not only have the Leafs won 3 consecutive games, remember back a while back, right? They win 5 in a row, they lose 1. They win 5 in a row, they lose 1. They've now won 3 more games, and with the 4-1 win in San Jose, the Leafs are now 15-6-1 on the year. And it's pretty crazy stuff. Going into this game, the Leafs are 2-11 in their last 13 in San Jose. Clearly, they haven't played well. Obviously, the West Coast, as I mentioned, no matter what the team throws out there, if you're, the Leafs, it's tough to play on the California road trip. Well, the Leafs, through the first 2 games, have done a phenomenal job. And Joseph Woll, the brick wall, was incredible in this game, more specifically in the third period, but he was very sound in this one. Let's start this game off, and you know what? It didn't take long for the Leafs to get on the board early. Morgan Rielly crosses the neutral zone, and he kind of loses the puck, but it goes to John Tavares, and he does a very subtle little touch pass to Willie Nylander on the right side, and he goes to the backhand, and he beats James Reimer. Love the guy dearly, but he beats him, and the Leafs are up 1-0, 32 seconds into the first period. Tavares and Rielly get the assist on the goal, and the Buds are on the board early. Man, oh man, it feels like many moons ago when the Leafs could not score a first period goal, couldn't score the first goal of the game. Like, they were mightily struggling, as we all know. And now they score 32 seconds into the first period. Beautiful stuff. Well, 4:44 in, however, Nick Bonino fires from a tough angle, but I'm with Joseph Woll. I did not expect Nick Bonino to fire that from that angle. It just didn't look right. And he gets beat 5-hole. And we're tied at 1, 4:44 into the first period. But not long after that, about just over 30 seconds after that goal, Nick Ritchie crosses the blue line, drops it off for David Kampf. Where does Wayne Simmonds go? Right to the front of the net. David Kampf floats it on for Simmonds, and he tips it in past James Reimer for his first goal of the year, I believe, for Wayne Simmonds. Much needed for him, and it gives the Leafs the lead right back, right after they tied at 1. Kampf and Ritchie get assists in the goal at 5:16 of the first period, and that is how the first period ends. A 2-1 Leaf lead. Shots on goal 10-8 in favor of the Leafs, so really an even period for the most part. And we go to the second period, and they need to come out with some sort of purpose. And boy, oh boy, did the Leafs come out with a purpose early on. A point shot from Timothy Liljegren, stopped by James Reimer. But who's there to bang in the loose puck rebound? Austin Matthews, as he buries it. Bunting and Liljegren get assists in the goal at 4:57 of the second period. The Leafs now double up their lead. It's now a 3-1 game. All right, good stuff there. We move ahead to midway through. Leafs get a power play. They start dominating zone time on this power play. Their first one of the game. They start dominating zone time, get lots of chances. It gets centered by, Mitch Marner, to Willie Nylander, who gets a shot on net, a big-time save. And then Tavares follows up with a rebound. He gets the first shot on Reimer. He makes the stop, but the third rebound, I guess, gets banged in past James Reimer. Tavares with the power play goal. Marner, Nylander grab assist at 10:44 of the second period. And the Buds, after 2 periods of play, got a 4-1 lead. Shots on goal in the period, 11-11. But you won in goals 2-0, and that's what matters. Now you're going into the third period. You got a 4-1 lead, and it's pretty wild. And I hate saying this as a Toronto Maple Leafs fan, but I feel so damn comfortable with this team with a 4-1 lead, it scares me. Scares me to no end. But they've played some fantastic hockey lately. They're one of the top, they're in the top 5. I think they're like 3rd in the entire NHL in goals against per game. And in the last, I think they said over the last 5 of 6 or 4 of 6 or whatever, they've allowed 2 or fewer goals. They've just been so sound defensively. They've been getting great goaltending. You're up 4-1 in the third period. I feel the utmost confidence in these guys. Now, and for the most part of the third period, it was good until about 5-6 minutes to go in the game where Joseph flippin' Woll, oh baby, what a save on Logan Couture. he makes the initial stop, or was it a cross-seam feed? I don't flipping know. But he goes sprawling across, stretches out. He just absolutely robs Logan Couture. And after that save, there was a flurry of like 4 chances that they had in tight, within the slot, the circle, and in tight. And he made some massive, massive saves in that little stretch there to keep it a 4-1 game. Then the Leafs were able to regroup, settle things down. He had to make a couple saves after that. But really, the Leafs settled down, ended up finishing off the game strong. But that flurry by Joseph Woll was absolutely incredible. Because can you imagine if they scored that goal, right? Or at least any goal in that stretch, to make it a 4-2 game, they pull the goalie. Anything can happen at that point, right? I just said they're still down 2 goals at that point, but hey, you never know what the goalie pulled. Crazier things have happened, but he makes the big save, keeps it a 4-1 game. Obviously, the goalie doesn't get pulled, and the Leafs go on to win the game 4-1. He was flat out spectacular in this game. There's a few times playing the puck where he looked a little out of sorts, but in the crease, making stops, he was outstanding. Great job by Joseph Woll today. Shots on goal in the third period were 16-12 in favor of the Sharks. And for the game, 35-33 in favor of San Jose. See what I mean, guys? Shots on goal, 35-33 in favor of San Jose. Leafs won 4-1. You know what I mean? Shots on goal, yeah, if there's a big discrepancy, you can maybe look at it. But overall, if it's a game like this, no, the Leafs outplayed them. Our goaltender outplayed their goaltender. That's the way hockey works, guys. Look at the Montreal Canadiens. I'll use another analogy. I used them in the last video. I'm going to use it again. Look how Carey Price took that team. Look without Carey Price. Look what that team is. Your goaltending is so important. And the inconsistencies of Frederik Andersen for the Toronto Maple Leafs in the past, we obviously saw it. He ended up leaving, going to Carolina, and they've been fantastic this year. But Jack Campbell and Joseph Woll have been so amazing for this team. At least Joseph Woll through the first 3 games as a Leaf. He's 3-0. All 3 on the road. So he's been spectacular. Now, let's get to the special teams. Leafs were 1 for 2 in their power play. Obviously, the John Tavares goal to make it a 4-1 game. And the Sharks had 3 power plays. Leafs killed off all 3. The Leafs penalty killing has been phenomenal this year. Do I attribute that to David Kampf? You're damn right I do. Because yes, the last game, they allowed a goal. I think both the goals that LA scored were on the power play. And David Kampf wasn't playing because he got hit and left the game with like 10, 15 seconds into it. And he's in there for today's game. They were 0 for 3. David Kampf, the Wizard. Love it. Love the stuff. And he grabs an assist on the Wayne Simmons goal. So great stuff, David Kampf. Now, let's get to the player stats here real quick. Willie Nylander with a goal and an assist. John Tavares with a goal and an assist. And Joseph Woll, fantastic stuff. 1 goal on 35 shots. So not only did he get a 20-save shutout in his last one against the Islanders, and it's crazy. Wasn't a back-to-back today, right? But they gave Campbell the night off, and Joseph Woll goes out there and gives you, I would say, quality performance, but it was much more than that. A goal on 35 shots for the brick wall, and the Leafs get another W, winning 3 consecutive games. Fantastic stuff. Now, the Leafs end the California road trip and end their road trip on Sunday evening. It's an 8 p.m. puck drop as they are in Anaheim taking on the Ducks. I think Anaheim is, I believe, 10-7 on the year, 10-7 and something on the season. They just shut out the Ottawa Senators today, but honestly, it doesn't seem to be a whole tall task right now. Ottawa's in absolute shambles right now, but they're having a very good season. A lot higher expectations, or the expectations were low for Anaheim, and they're exceeding them quite a bit. So it's going to be a tough one there on Sunday night as you wrap up the West Coast swing on Sunday, 8 p.m. puck drop in Anaheim. All right, so you know what, guys? That is going to do it for this one. If you enjoyed the video and enjoyed the game this evening and stayed up for it, smack the like button. I do appreciate that. Hit the subscribe button. You get to not already. Comment down below. That's in the video. Thoughts on the game. What'd you like? What'd you not like from today's game today for the Toronto Maple Leafs? The Twitter link is down below, so follow up there if you guys have not done so already. The Instagram link is also down below, so follow up there if you have not done so already. And I will talk to you guys Raptors edition on Sunday as they host the Boston Celtics. I believe it's at 6 p.m. tip-off in Toronto at Scotiabank Arena as they look to just find themselves right now because they're all out of sorts right now, the Toronto Raptors. Defensively, offensively, consistent. It's a disaster right now. But as for the Toronto Maple Leafs, they look to just keep things rolling and end the West Coast trip on a high note in Anaheim on Sunday night. 8 p.m. puck drop there. Can we go for 4 for 4? It's going to be a tough one no matter what. One game at a time, Leaf fans, all right? So thank you so much for listening and watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. We'll talk to you guys then.